Please call. You can see our phone operators over here are not that busy. We need for you to call. Please call all those numbers that are on your screen. Make sure that you call. We need for you to call. Help us out, please.
Muchísimas gracias por estarnos llamando a esta hora. Para esa persona que llamó hace rato, Daniel Torres, diciendo que me daba $50 y yo le regresaba su llamado, pues con mucho gusto ahorita le voy a llamar. Nada más que primero vamos a tener a un gran cantante que nos va a cantar la melodía. Vince Creek nos va a cantar enseguida para todos ustedes.
Come on, everybody, let's hear those phones ringing now. Well, I'm living here below in this old troubled world. Hardly a comfort they can afford. Well, I'm striving alone to face temptation so. Tell me where could I go but to the Lord? Oh, where could I go? Tell me where could I go? Well, I'm seeking a refuge for my soul. Well, I'm needing a friend to help me in the end. Tell me where could I go but to the Lord? Come on and call that number on your screen right now. Everybody join in. Let's make those pledges right now. You know my neighbors here are kind, and I love them at every single one. We all get along in sweet accord, oh yeah. Yeah, but when my hungry soul needs that manna from above, tell me where could I go but to the Lord? Won't you tell me now where could I go? Tell me where could I go? Well, I'm seeking a refuge for my soul, for my soul. Well, I'm needing a real good friend to help me in the end. Tell me where could I go but to the Lord? Oh, won't you tell me where could I go but to my Lord? Tell me where could I go but to the Lord? Yeah. Take it away, Brad Hart, over at the phones.
Okay, thank you, Vance. I've known Vance longer than either one of us care to remember, but that's all right. He did a good job. Thank you for that song. Thank you for participating in the telethon today. You got the numbers on your screen. Keep calling. We need your help. We need your support. And now we have Ralph Owens, Buzz Waits, Jay Madden, and I'm going to turn it over to them.
Thank you, Brad. We have Carl Waits, Buzz Waits, and Jay Madden, and Carl's Supermarket has been a great supporter of the Rio Grande Children's Home, and they've had a promotion that they've done over the years, and I'm going to ask Buzz to tell us just a little bit about that.
Well, for the last 6 years, we've had something we call the Our Hearts in the Right Place promotion, where we give an opportunity to our suppliers and our customers to participate in being able to contribute to the children's home. It gives everybody a chance to take part. We have we limit it to 15 suppliers, and this last time around they had over 2,000 items represented. We raised $36,000 and have now reached a total of $171,000 over the last 6 years for the children's home. It's a delight to do. It's a good work. It's one thing we can really participate in with confidence that it's a good work we're giving to, and we encourage everybody to help the children's home.
Thank you, Buzz. Also, Jay Madden here. I'm going to ask him to tell us about another promotion that Carl sponsors.
Well, 3 years ago, we started a golf tournament, and right now it's only open to our vendors. They look for an opportunity to play golf at the drop of a hat, and this was an opportunity for them to do something they enjoy and then help the children's home. And last year we raised around $14,000, and we'll have it. The third year is this July in Mission.
Thank you, Jay. Well, we want to encourage you again to call those numbers on your screen, and now we're going to hear from J.B. Trevino.
Thank you, Mr. Owen. I want to thank everybody, those that are calling, and we want to encourage you to keep calling the numbers on your screen, or you can come by the KVMV studios. They're waiting there for you. We also have a privilege of having Senator Benson on videotape, and we're going to be hearing from him next, straight from Washington, as he endorses also the Telethon 92 for the Rio Grande Children's Home.
I was born near Mission, not far from where the Rio Grande Children's Home is today. Over the years, I've watched the home expand and modernize with a school, vocational shops, and recreational facilities. And I've seen the children whose lives were rescued so that they could learn and grow and be productive members of the community. Instead of despair, they have hope. Instead of abuse or neglect, they are nurtured in a loving Christian community. Instead of constant tears, they have ready smiles. If you've ever heard their choir, the Cornerstones, you know how joyful these young people are. I've had the privilege of having them in my office when they travel to Washington. All this is possible because of generous, tax-deductible contributions from compassionate people. The home is not financed by any direct federal, state, or county funds. In short, the children depend on you. My family has supported the Rio Grande Children's Home, and I hope that your family will too. Investing in our children will bring dividends for generations to come.
Bueno, ahora vamos a explicarles sobre la escuela del asilo de los niños de Rio Grande Children's Home, ya que tiene desde 3 años hasta el 12º grado. Y ahí, pues ahí ustedes van a observar que las criaturas pueden graduar, ya que esta es una escuela acreditada en todo sentido, como cualquier escuela. Y muchos niños, aparte de los niños del asilo que asisten ahí, pues muchos niños también de la vecindad ahí están participando en la escuela. Aquí vemos a los niños que están en el gimnasio. Como ven ustedes, es un gimnasio bastante grande, muy bonito, y todo eso pues se puede hacer por los donativos que usted hace. Los números, ya sabe, como ustedes están en su pantalla. Aquí tenemos a uno de los maestros con todos los alumnos estudiando, y también estudian taquimecanografía. Es una escuela completa en todo respecto, y sus niños también pueden asistir si usted quiere que ellos vayan a una escuela cristiana. También les enseñan computadoras, cómo trabajar con ellas. Aquí estamos viendo a muchos de los niños que escuchan a su maestro mientras ellos están hablando. Esta es una escuela muy bonita, y sobre todo les enseñan muy buena educación, y aparte de eso, cómo se porten delante de la gente mayor. Aquí están los niños gozando pues en la hora del recreo. Hay niños desde la edad de 3 años hasta jovencitos. Si ellos quieren quedarse ahí en el asilo para el resto de la vida, pues mientras se casen pueden quedarse ahí. Esta es la iglesia cristiana, que ahí mismo en el asilo de los niños está. Vamos a mencionar los nombres de algunas de las personas que están haciendo sus donativos. Aquí está Jim y Wilma Leitien, parece que dice, y ellos donaron $25. También Gloria Delgado Garza, $10 de la ciudad de Edimburgo. También Viola Karger, $25, y ella también es de la ciudad de Mission. También tenemos por acá, vamos a ver qué tenemos aquí, Daniel Torres, que va a donar $50. Nada más que yo le regrese su llamado, así es que en un ratito vamos a regresarle el llamado. Tenemos más llamados, pero estaremos diciéndolos dentro de un momento, pero vamos a invitarles a todos ustedes para que llamen, para que estas jovencitas pues puedan estar ocupadas. Tenemos los teléfonos ahí en su pantalla, y usted tiene la oportunidad de estarles llamando y al mismo tiempo de hacer sus donativos. Llamen a los números que aparecen, como dijimos antes, es el 421-4444 y 383-6702. Lo único que tienen que hacer es llamar. Aquí estas jovencitas son precisamente las que están ahí en el asilo, y le invitamos a usted para que nos siga llamando y siga participando pues en el bienestar del asilo de los niños del Rio Grande Children's Home. Vamos a tener enseguida un video, y este es también un grupo de jóvenes que van a cantarnos una canción muy bonita, y son los Cornerstones.
We've got the world and all its charm. And when the world is through with us, we got each other's arms. You got to win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. We've got the world and all its charm. And when the world is through with us, we got each
I want to thank the Cornerstones. You know, they came to Washington to visit me, and they sang in front of the Capitol, and it was great. They wanted me to sing with them, but the good Lord blessed me in other ways besides being able to sing. But one thing that I'd like to mention to you here at home, and make the phones ring, call. But I wanted to mention that the Capitol Police told me how clean-looking they were, how well-behaved they were, and naturally how well they sang. So it's a beautiful endeavor. And please call, make the phones ring here so that you can help us out this morning. And if you enjoy the Cornerstones, call in a pledge, because it's something that will be helpful to so many. We really had a great time. We had lunch at the cafeteria, and I mentioned to them the most famous person in Mission was Buddy Owens, then Tom Landry, and then Kika La Garza. But now we're going to hear from J.P. Trevino singing for us Via Dolorosa.
The soldiers try to clear the narrow street, but the crowd pressed in to see the man condemned to die on Calvary. He was bleeding from a beating, there were scars upon his back, and he wore a crown of thorns upon his head, and he bore with every step the scorn of those who cried out for his death. Down the Via Dolorosa, all the way of suffering, like a lamb came the Messiah, Christ the King, but he chose to walk that road out of his love for you and for me. Down the Via Dolorosa, all the way to Calvary. Por la Via Dolorosa, triste día en Jerusalén, los soldados le abrían paso a Jesús, mas la gente se acercaba para ver al que llevaba aquella cruz. Por la Via Dolorosa, que es la vía del dolor, como oveja vino Cristo, Rey Señor, y fue Él quien quiso ir por su amor, por ti, por mí. Por la Via Dolorosa,
Thank you, JP, for that song. I just was handed a challenge by Buzz Waits of Carl's Supermarkets, and for the next 10 minutes, he's challenging our callers out there to call, and he's pledged to match your pledge up to $5,000 for the next 10 minutes. So if you really want to make that pledge count, if you call at this time, well, then that'll just double the amount of money that you've helped the home with by matching this pledge challenge. And so if you'll call now, up to $5,000 for the next 10 minutes, the Carl's Supermarkets will match that pledge that you make. Now, we are going to hear in just a moment from Dr. Bill Sutton, who is the pastor of First Baptist Church there in McAllen, and we appreciate him being on our telethon today. And so we're going to go now to a video by Dr. Bill Sutton.
I'm Bill Sutton, pastor of the First Baptist Church in McAllen, Texas. What a joy it is for me to be able to speak with you just a moment about the ministry and the work of the Rio Grande Children's Home. I want you to know this is not a paid commercial. I do this because I want to. In fact, what I'm really saying is I'm trying to put my mouth where my money is, for I have had the joy and privilege of sharing in the ministry of the Rio Grande Children's Home. I want to encourage you to do the same thing. In my years as a pastor, I have had the opportunity of seeing children's homes all over this country. I have observed their work. I can tell you this, when you invest in the Rio Grande Children's Home, you're investing in an efficient and a God-directed ministry. I want to encourage you to call the telephone numbers that you'll see on the screen. You not only have the opportunity of giving to a tremendous ministry, but you'll have the opportunity to talk to some of the young people that are a part of the Rio Grande Children's Home. Not only can you tell them you want to be a part of what they're up to, but you can have just some good, friendly conversation. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't put it off. Get out that checkbook. Begin to make out that check. Make it as large as you possibly can, and then add a little bit to it, because I want you to know, when it's all said and done, you'll be able to say, I did what I could, and then God blessed it. I encourage you, take part in giving to the Rio Grande Children's Home.
Thank you, Bill Sutton, for all those kind words. We need for you to call, once again, for all those that you have already called, please call somebody else to call us. We need to go ahead and get to the number of the fund that we need to go ahead and possibly increase the children's homes needy that we have 63 up to 100. Please call, and for those that have already called, thank you. Remember that your donations are 100% deducted from your income tax return. Don't give it to the government. Give it to the children's home. I encourage everyone that hasn't called to please call. You see these children before me that are taking your calls. Please call. Once again, call. You see the numbers that you need to call on your screen, so please do so at this time. We need your help. Let's go ahead and thank Mr. Buzz Waits for his challenge of anyone calling at this time to hit the he'll double whatever or match whatever you call in your donations. We need your help. Please call. We remember that if you get $100 right now, that means actually $200. So please call at this time. We need your help. Thank you for all those that have called before, and I want to thank the Cornerstones and Vince Greek, and at this time I'd like to introduce Mr. Ralph Owens, his wife and his daughters singing for you, Shirley the Preston.
mighty power and His grace. I can hear the rush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. There's a holy hush around us as God's glory fills this place. I've touched the hem of His garment. I can almost see His face, and my heart is overflowing with the fullness of His joy. I know without a doubt that I've been with the Lord. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. I can hear the rush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this
I want to thank the Ralph Owens Trio. It's always a blessing to hear them sing. Now, I want to mention the telephones. We've got Dad Owens over there on the telephones. You can call him up. People have been asking for Keta and for the representative. You can ask to speak to these people, and they'd be more than happy to take your pledge if you'll just call in. Now, I want to also mention that the Carl's Pledge, their challenge that they have, if you call in at this time, they will match your donations dollar for dollar up to $5,000 donation. So we urge you to call